Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to my garage. Just placing a couple engines in the back of the El Camino. We've been hard at work here at NK's Auto Repair. When we last left off, I told you guys I wanted to build a sub or subwoofer enclosure for this bed of the pickup truck. I also said last time we left off that this pickup truck may look a little different than when we last left off. Well, I can say it does look a little different. We don't have an engine in the truck now. We got a whole new grill on the front. We got badging and all that, different type of trim. The interior is different. So yeah, there's been some good amount of work done on this truck, and you can see the truck is lowered. I slammed it to the ground. That is part of the mod that we're going to use to build the sub enclosure in the bed of this truck. So yeah, there's still some more work to be done to this thing. I did build an engine for this truck. I put a little money into that engine. I'll just say that. It took quite a bit of money to make the engine we're going to put on this thing. This thing is not going to be a racer or a really cruising around town type of vehicle. This is going to be more of those type of vehicles when we're done with it. That's going to be a vehicle that just sits there and looks pretty, basically. That's really what this truck is for. Truck we can take to different types of auto shows or things like that and show it off. Something to be proud of. So yeah, this one, already I have probably, just in what you see between this and the motor, I probably have about 3 hours worth of work already into this truck. So, yeah. Let's get into it. I think we want to, yeah, let's drop this engine. This is a supercharged engine. We're going to go with this supercharger. I didn't put any, turbos on this engine. It's just a supercharged engine with the supercharger, that's all. This one over here, this engine here, is going to be an EFI engine. First EFI engine I've built in this game. So I'm trying something new, but it's going to actually go into this truck right here, which is going to be an 80s GMC truck. 80s GMC Sierra. I already have a couple videos on building another GMC Sierra from a few weeks ago on the channel. I'm going to build another one actually for myself this time, because I built two other ones. One I gave away and the other one I sold. So now I want to build one for myself. And I'm going to try to put, if I can, put the EFI engine, which is electronic fuel injection if you didn't know, into this one once I build that kit car or the GMC 80 Sierra on this frame here. So yeah, that'll be later on. I don't know if I'll put that in a video or not. Maybe just do that on my own. But let's get back to work and let's drop this behemoth of an engine into our truck over there. All right. Looking good already. All right. Get our alternator bolt. Wire to the back of the block. We'll have to get our fuel line over there and tighten her down. Those, get our starter wire. All right, now, I think I have, yep, fuel line over here. Let's bolt down the fuel line. There we go. Should be good now, as in terms of Everything I think bolted down. Oh, I got to get the other motor mount over here, don't I? Did I forget that or did I get it? I don't think I got it. Oh, you know why? Because it's hard to get. I lowered the suspension way down to the ground, and it's actually going to be a little hard to get to. Let's see if we can get it from the top. I don't know if we can. With this lower suspension, it's really hard. So, the mount usually is... There we go, we got it. I was just kind of button mashing there to get it to tighten down to find the bolt. If not, we would have had to use probably the no-clip mod to go inside of there to peek our heads through to see if we could find the bolt. But, yep, there she is. There she is in the truck. Looking purty. So now we're going to have to add some fluids to her, like usual. Oh, well, that's not good. Well, I told you guys, don't drop your caps on the ground. And I did it. So there's a good thing not to follow what I do. There we go, we got it. I don't know if we can put a funnel down into that radiator. That's a modded radiator. Oh yeah, we can. Nice. Make our lives a lot easier now. Alright, let's fill this bad girl up. Get her filled up with coolant, and then we will fill the engine up with engine oil. Makes sense, right? You don't want to fry your newly built engine that you spent, oh, I don't know, we probably spent around 12, 13, maybe 14,000 to build this engine. Maybe even a little bit more because, it costs money to even use the Material Master. Change the colors of your engine parts, so... Yeah, I don't know if it was that much, because we didn't put any twin turbos on here, which I very well could have. Maybe I should have to go all out on this truck is what we're doing, but like I said, this is not a street truck. This is a show truck, basically. Oh, I think we're full. Dang it. Give me that thing, man. Are we good? Can't really tell because of the radiator rack. The radiator support. Yeah, we're good. We're filled up. Put the cap back on. There we go. That's good. Pick this stuff up. Take that oil cap off. Sometimes it can be a little tricky to get the funnel into here, but we're going to give her a whirl. There we go. Grab the Earl from the table. No, we might be able to get it without bending into the... Yep, there we go. Love it. This funnel is pretty handy. I do like to use it. So how you guys doing today? Hope you guys are all well. Let me know what projects you're working on in my garage. I like to hear what you guys are working on. And what we're going to be doing, building that sub enclosure or subwoofer enclosure in the bed of this pickup. You know, as you guys probably already know that, or assume that we're doing that because of a mod. And I believe the mod maker is called Paradox Mods or Paradox Modding Studio or something like that. Is the maker of the mod. He adds the slammed springs that we have on it, so it slams the truck to the floor. And he adds all the sub enclosure stuff, which you guys will see because we're going to have to buy it all. There we go. Everything should be good now. Let's check our fluids. Yep, we are good. Close the hood. Grab our Earl. Let's go take it over to the dumpster so we keep a clean shop. We don't want all kind of empty bottles laying around the floor. All right. Now, I guess, let's get to work building this sub enclosure. Actually, you know what? What I'm going to do is we're going to save the game real quick. And then we're going to hop in here and see if this actually starts. Hopefully it does. Yes, it does. She purrs like a kitten. All right. Got our nice Pioneer stereo in the truck. All right. Well, guess it's time to get rolling on the bed. Putting together or trying to put together this sub box for the bed. But I changed these seats in the interior a little bit to look more like a white leather. So, you know, still has the stitching and everything in the seat if you guys can see it. There is still some stitching and stuff, so it does look pretty good, I think. I like it. You know, so yeah, let's get this made up and see what we can do. Let's move this guy out of the way. We'll just move it right here so it's back out of the way a little more. We can just throw that down there. That's just fine. Let's go to the B200. Really don't think the engines really matter. And then we gotta find where this stuff is. I'm not exactly sure exactly where it is. Okay, so part of this thing is you can put a different hood on here too, but we have you know, our different stuff on here. I forgot it had this bumper too with it. Custom sub bed, we'll need that. Now, where are... Alright. So I think it's down here. Yeah, the custom sub bed is we have already. Bed custom logo. Then we're going to need all these sub mounts and subwoofers, amp rack, all these amps, all the glass frames, and then custom Paradox plate on there. I'm actually going to put that on there. I forgot about that. We are going to be using the Material Master. Wonder how this works on the Material Master. So that is the back of that. What about... Huh. Okay. So can we not get... the lettering on there? So we can't get the lettering on there to color? I wonder if I painted it to get those letters to stand out. I think it's... No, that's the white. Yeah, there we go. Let's see if we can do it like this. Or we'll cover the whole thing. Yeah, that doesn't work. Well, I don't know why I did that. Restore. I think oh, okay, I hit restore, and since I painted it black, it came up. Dang it. Yeah, it changes that. Probably gonna go just with the black because it's gonna go on a... Yeah, I wish we could change the lettering. But it is what it is. I'm not gonna be really concerned about it. Let's hope we can do something with this. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna have to pull that off of there. Not an actual big deal. I didn't plan on doing this, but... Actually, I forgot about doing this, so... It is what it is. We'll get it taken care of and see how she looks on here. It's supposed to go here, on here, so... There we go. Oh, that goes across there nicely. Heck yeah! I like it. Since it's a Paradox mod, throw that on there. And then we probably need a screwdriver. There we go. Put back our wrench so it's not laying on the floor. We'll throw this over there. And we actually need to get some exhaust on this truck, so that's something that we need to do. Now that we have our engine in, we have to do stuff like that. Where did my wrench go? See, I lost my wrench again. And I'm not talking, I got like 3 or 4 different wrenches in this shop, but I'm talking about my ratchet. Where'd my ratchet go? Throw this over here. There we go. Oh, I see it over there. At the end of the table. Oh, I also, too, guys, I was having an issue with that new game I started playing, the Car Dealer Simulator game. Like, nothing bad or anything. It just, there was, like, ghosting or something going on. Like, you could see streaks when I, like, drove from, like, the mirrors and the, is that not working? Oh, there we go. I must have... Alright, there we go. Hope if I was paying attention to what I was doing. I had streaking and stuff coming from like the mirrors and the bumper and everything from moving when I would be driving in that game. Only had that kind of an issue in one other game before, and it was like a cleaning house flipper type of game. And if it was me just playing by myself, I wouldn't worry about it, right? Because it really doesn't bother me. But since I'm recording, I, you know, want to try to make the quality as best as I can for you guys. Well, another fellow friend YouTuber told me, to go into the NVIDIA control panel and, actually we're going to make this, I think, yeah, we're going to make that the base of this black. To go into the NVIDIA control panel and change some settings and set the max refresh rate or whatever it was. I'd have to look again to see if that's correct. To 60 FPS and change your screen resolution. Well, I've done that for that game, for the Car Dealer Simulator game, and I changed the global settings for it to change it all. And I went in individually to change it just for that game also. But I'm still getting that. So that did not correct my issue. So either I have to stop recording on that game and I just started that new series, or I just keep recording that series, and I guess it is what it is at this point. I mean, I'm not computer smart, so I don't really know everything there is, or hardly anything there is about computers. People just assume since you have a computer, that you know how to do everything on a computer. I don't. I know very, very little about a computer. So yeah, I don't know what's causing it to do that. Obviously, going in there and changing and locking the frame rate on the video control panel didn't help. Didn't help whatsoever. So I don't know. I don't know what the issue. I don't know if locking frame rate really does much of anything at all. I'm not sure, but it at this point it is what it is. Like I said, if I was playing by myself, I wouldn't even worry about it. All right, it's getting a little dark in here, so before we proceed, that might have already been Chrome. Yeah, I don't know. Before we proceed anymore, we're gonna sleep here for a minute so it gets lighter. The lighting with this modded shop over here is not the greatest. Like, it's a lot brighter when you're over at the main shop over there. A lot brighter over there in this modded shop. The lighting is not the greatest. Now, I could add some lights, but I really don't want to. But yeah, I brought that thing up about the changing, locking the FPS and that in this game. As you guys may notice, my FPS is lower now, but I've locked it at 60. And that's why my FPS seems a lot lower than what it was. It doesn't seem like it really runs much better in my garage. I'm still getting the stuttering, like the lag or whatever, that I was getting before when I had much higher frame rates. It's not really a performance issue at this point because it's not like I have low FPS. Some of you thinking that 50, 60 FPS is low, and if you do, well, I feel sorry for you because you must have the best PC known to man. But still, 50, 60 FPS, there's really no performance issue there. And when I'm getting FPS around 100, 90, 100 or above, and I still get that lag here and there, like those lag spikes. It has to be something with the game. So, I don't know. So we got that box in, you saw there. We had to bolt each side down. I don't think there's any other bolts up top from what I've seen. So now I think it's time to buy our... Actually, we're going to need our sub mounts, I believe. So there's 10 of them. So we're going to buy the sub mounts, and then we'll have to buy the subwoofers to put inside of them. And I think I'm going to obviously paint these chrome. I think I'm going to do these chrome. Would make the most sense. I'm not sure. Remember how these, if they bolt down in there, or you just kind of place them in there and they snap in. That's the problem using some of this modded stuff in a backpack. When you want it to drop on the floor like it should in front of you, it drops it somewhere far away from you. So that's an issue sometimes. There we go. Yeah, see there, it dropped it all the way over to the left, right on the pallet. Come on, give it back to me, punk. Oh, that one went way over there. Maybe I should have had some of this already done and everything, but I kind of wanted you guys to see how they looked in the catalog and the parts, you know, and things like that. So I didn't have it just already ready and already painted and, you know, which would have been a more easier process to do it that way, but I wanted you, again, I wanted you guys to see. So I believe now, if I'm correct on this, you have to just go along and see where they fit. You don't really know. You just have to get that check mark. Oh, fell all the way through. Yeah, it's way. There we go. We got lucky there with those few right next to each other. We had the check mark there. Go in. Back around to the other side. There he goes. Nope, not there. There we go. Two more, guys. Two more. Oh, right in the tailgate. All right. So we have all of them in like that. Now we got to go grab the subs themselves. The subwoofers. Oh, that's kind of cool how those fell out like that. That's kind of cool. I think I'm going to just leave these how they are. I don't want to possibly mess up the lettering on them. Sundown Audio. And they're already black, so they'll be just fine sitting in the chrome housing. Or the chrome sub box. So I think that'll be good to do. These fly out the side on the left. No, these fly kind of in the front to the left. We're gonna run into some issues now. Am I doing something wrong? I thought I kind of knew what I was doing with this mod, but... Oh. Maybe you gotta... The load point, or the hitbox, whatever you want to call it, is back here. You never know with mods, you know? I mean, there's no handbook on individual mods. Mod Maker makes it basically for the most part and says, here, figure it out yourself. Yeah, like that one doesn't want to go in at all. Drop the damn thing. Where's it at? Ah, come on. Where's it at? Are you freaking kidding me? Come on now. Is it stuck in there? There we go. Why does this one not want to go in? Oh, there we go. Man, it's really weird. See, that one ejected behind me. Come on. Sometimes this stuff can be so frustrating. But if we figure it out, I believe it's going to be worth it. Because I think it's going to look really, really badass. They just eject whatever way they want to. Alright, we just had it there. Where's it at? There we go. Yeah, let me just fly out any way I feel like it. See, that one came out just fine. Okay, so how many... Okay, we have them all on this side. Where'd that one go? Behind me. There we go. One more, guys. One more. There we go. They're all in now. Now we got to worry about the amps. The amplifiers. I think what we're going to need now is... Yeah, the amp rack. Which we will chrome up. Alright. Does that bolt down? Dang, wrench was on the floor right next to me. Does that bolt down? I don't know. Okay, I can't pick it up. Let's see, let's grab the tool. The pry tool and see if it pries out. Okay. So it pries out of there, so it must not bolt. Okay, so we'll go with that. Now our amps should bolt up to those. So we need all these amps. Okay. Let's pick these bad chickens up. We'll just throw them out on the floor everywhere. I don't know if these are bolt down or if they bolt down or screw down. I do not know. Let's see here. They bolt down. Good. I don't have to worry about going to get another tool then. Okay. This thing's coming along mighty fine. Well, stuck on the dang lift. Well, I might have... Dang, I keep getting stuck on the lift. I might have spoke too soon. Yeah, these pieces are not the easiest to get in here. Right? Half of them done. Let's try this one again. Amplifier 3. So that other one must go over there, but sure doesn't seem like it wants to. Oh, there we go. Alright, so we're getting it done. Now what I think we can do is there's a few more pieces left for this. We need this sub glass frame and this sub glass. I believe the sub glass is plexiglass. Goes on here like that. I know it looks a little weird, but you'll see in a minute, or I hope in a minute, that it actually looks pretty dang good. Oh, you gotta be kidding. It kept on falling over and over again. That's why it kept popping up for the Material Master. Okay, so I chrome that. This should go over it like that. See, there you go. See? It covers that up. Tighten this guy down. I believe... There we go. Are you gonna let me tighten it down, or are you gonna just act a fool? Wait a minute. Is that a screw? And of course I can't see it correctly. Might be a screw. Is there any more? There might just be one screw on each letter. It's looking like. Heck yeah, guys. I think that's it. I think we successfully built a powerhouse system for our B200 or our custom F-150. Heck yeah. You can't tell me that doesn't look badass. You cannot tell me that doesn't look badass. Come on now. Like, that is super, super cool. But we're not done. We are not done yet. We are done with the, I believe, with this sub enclosure. Now we're going to be terrorizing the whole neighborhood with this thing. That's going to be freaking loud. Got to push this back a little bit. Oh, we have to go back more. Maybe a little bit. There we go. That might be better. We'll see. We'll see how she sits on the lift when we get her up in the air a little bit. Don't have to put her up too far in the air, just a little bit. Yeah, that's just fine. And we gotta put some new shoes on this old girl. You guys may have saw the rims that we're gonna put on her. Rims and tires already sitting over there. If you did, good for you. And let me tell you what. They look amazing on the truck. And how do I know, you ask? Well, I already put them on. Just to see how they would look. This is just going to complete the look of the truck. So now let's gather these little spacers here. Throw one there, throw one there. Throw one there and there. Let's grab this here. Yeah, so I think I was talking about locking my FPS. I think I'm going to revert it back so I get better frame rates because the frame rate dips quite a bit with the locked frame rate in this game. So when I was getting frame rates at 70, 80, 90, 100 or more before with not locking my frame rate, and now with the frame rate locked, it does not run any better. I'm still getting, even with a locked frame rate, I'm still getting lag just as much or more. So I think I'm going to be reverting the stuff back so I don't have a locked frame rate. You know, that locking the frame rate for some people's computer or might work for other people's setup, but I guess in my situation it didn't work. I was hoping that it would, but in my situation it just hasn't worked. And the performance isn't any better. In some situations I've noticed it's actually worse having a locked frame rate at 60. Like, in some ways, the performance has gone down. Now, it looks about the same, but the performance has not been any better. And like I said, in some cases, it's gotten worse. So why have a locked frame rate if it's not any better, or in some situations, it's worse? So, let's push this out. And look at this absolute beauty. Between the breaker box and the table. But look at this beauty. That's an absolute show truck, if I've ever seen one. Like, if you don't think this is a show truck, get on out of here, man. Because these are what show trucks look like. Like, this is freaking sweet. You can't tell me it's not. Just awesome. Incredible. I did put an automatic gearbox in her. Wow. How good does that look? I love just the white on her. The white, black, and chrome. Absolutely incredible. One of the best looking vehicles I think I've ever built. Probably the best looking vehicle I've ever built. Wow. Absolutely incredible. I know I keep saying it, but I am just so thrilled now. Let's actually go to the outside. It's going to be easier to see things. Whoa, she just absolutely cruises. She's fast. Oh, nope, 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 nope. There we go. Park. Set the parking brake. Shut her down for a minute. I want to dyno her. See what she comes in at on the dyno. It's so handy having a dyno right here. Not having to go into town all the way to Middletown every time. I mean, that's going that far just gets, it sucks after a while. Time after time after time. Like, this game is great at its core, right? At its core, at the base game, this game is phenomenal. One of the best games you'll ever play. It really is. Even with all of its bugs and jankiness and everything, it's still one of the best. But that adds to the charm of what My Garage is. It really does. Some people don't like this game because of that. And I understand, but also in another way, like, that's what makes My Garage My Garage. My Garage is so dang good. But also at the same time, if you're not playing with mods, and I understand some people just don't play with mods. They're either, they just don't like playing with mods, just simply don't like playing with them, or they're scared to play with mods, or whatever it is. I don't know. But you're missing out if you're not playing with mods in this game. You really are. I mean, there's so much more you could do. Like what we did here. Look, you're not getting these rims and tires in the base game to look that good. You're not able to do a custom sub box for the bed of this in the base game. You're not getting all the trim and the emblems and everything for this truck like you would in base game. I mean, mods made this truck what it looks like here. And thank you to those modders that they're mods that I'm using for this truck and all mods that I've ever used. Like, mods really make this game and make this game feel good and make it keep feeling fresh is what I'm trying to say. Like, mods, like a lot of games, I kind of hate to say it, but even though this game is good at its core, and it really is, but what keeps most players playing this game, like most games that are modded, is the mods. And if you're not at least trying to incorporate some mods into this game, man, you're really missing out. You are really missing out. But that's my opinion. You may think differently. But yeah, let's get this thing dynoed. Painted our key red. All right. Let's see, you guys ready? Woo! 1,542 horses. Look at that truck just rock back and forth when I hit the gas. That is absolutely wild. Now, obviously, I can get a lot more horsepower than that out of a V8. But I'd have to do some other things to it. But, Over 1,500 horse from a show truck, basically, is what this is going to be. I'll just love that, man. Just like an icing white color, like a frosted white color in a way. That truck looks like, man. It looks just so dang good. Like, I mean, absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Might see about taking a screenshot here real quick. Seeing how that would turn out. I think that was kind of the best maybe angle there of the screenshot. But yeah, let's get this thing off the dyno. But yeah, that was my little rant about, you know, about this game and everything, about, you know, being good and everything. But yeah, mods do make this game so much better. It just takes an already phenomenal game and just makes it that much better. You're really missing out if you're not even trying to incorporate some mods, even just a handful of mods. You don't have to have 40 or 50 mods installed like I have. You know, you don't need to do that. You don't need to have that many, but why not? At least experiment with some mods or something, you know? Put in a few to try. Came over here to end the video, and I'm going to take some pictures, and I'm going to post. How can I not post this beauty on like Discord or something like that to share with everybody? This thing is an absolute beauty. I mean, just look at her out in the sunlight. Just so good. You can't say this truck doesn't look good. And if you do, you're just a hater. I mean, look at her. Just incredible. And I did use low profile blower and low profile intake and all that. That's why that stuff fits under the hood. Yeah, boy. She looks good. I can keep saying it all dang day, and I will. But, alright, guys. Well, that's going to do it. If you like this video, please leave it a like. If you like my content, like my channel, consider subscribing to me. All your support is greatly appreciated. So until next time, guys, we'll see you later. Enjoy your wrenching.